38 contestants, 1 regional champion. Who will win the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee? Here's Lisa McCree, anchor and reporter at Channel 8, and host of this year's competition.
Thank you, and welcome to the 33rd Annual Dallas Morning News Spelling Bee, where this morning 38 county spelling champions from throughout North Texas will compete for the Dallas Regional Championship, valuable prizes, and the right to represent the Dallas region at the National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. Here are the contestants, each a champion in his or her own right. They represent the best among some 100,000 students from 700 schools. They participated at the classroom level in order to compete. They had to study 3,000 words and win spell downs in the classroom, district, and county levels. The winners of today's competition will be awarded these great prizes.
For the champion and his or her guest, an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. as guests of the Dallas Morning News that includes sightseeing, entertainment, and the chance to become National Spelling Bee champion. A 30-volume set of the Encyclopedia Britannica 3, foremost reference work in the English-speaking world since 1768. A JVC compact disc player from Ed Kellum & Son Video and Appliance Stores. And the Random House Dictionary of the English Language. The Dallas Regional runner-up wins a Sony Walkman from Ed Kellum & Son Video and Appliance Stores. An Austin Quartz wristwatch from Gordon's Jewelers. Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary and Webster's New Collegiate Thesaurus. A specially engraved copy of the 1991 World Almanac will go to today's third-place winner. All county champions have been presented with a pocket thesaurus and speller from the Consumer Products Division of Texas Instruments. Those are the prizes, Lisa. Now let's see who wins them.
All right, but before we begin, I'd like to remind all of you at home that your program for the Bee is in today's Dallas Morning News on page 44A. Now let's meet our distinguished officials. Today's pronouncer is Judith Garrett, writer and regional spelling bee veteran. Our judges, Thomas Arp, associate professor of English at SMU, and Brad Carter, associate professor of political science at SMU. Standard American spelling bee rules prevail. One miss and the contestant is out. And now here's Judith Garrett and the 38 contestants in the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee.
Your word is illustrate.
Illustrate. I-L-L-U-S-T-R-A-T-E. Illustrate.
That's correct. Your word is fossil.
Fossil. F-O-S-S-I-L. Fossil.
Your word is definite.
Definite. Definition, please.
Free of all ambiguity, uncertainty, or obscurity.
Definite. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E. Definite.
That's right. Plummet.
Plummet. P-L-U-M-I-T.
I'm sorry, it's P-L-U-M-M-E-T. Frugal.
Frugal. F-R-U-G-A-L. Frugal.
Recital.
Recital. R-E-C-I-T-A-L. Recital.
Mortar.
Mortar. M-O-R-T-A-R. Mortar.
Mercifully.
Mercifully. M-E-R-C-I-F-U-L-L-Y.
That's right.
Merciful.
Hardiness.
Hardiness. May I have a definition, please?
Yes. The capability of endurance or resistance.
Hardiness. May I have a sentence?
The rose's hardiness was severely tested by a cold snap.
Hardiness. Could you pronounce it again?
Hardiness.
Hardiness. H-A-R-D-I-N-E-S-S. Hardiness.
Sorry. Audible.
Audible. A-U-D-I-B-L-E, audible.
Physics.
Physics. P-H-Y-S-I-C-S, physics.
Evoke.
Evoke. E-V-O-K-E. Evoke.
Squabble.
Squabble. S-Q-U-A-B-B-L-E.
Limbless.
Limbless. May I have the definition?
Yes. Having no appendages as arms, legs, or wings.
Limbless. L-I-M-B-L-E-S-S. Limbless.
Wallow.
I have a definition.
Yes. Roll or move oneself about in an indolent, ungainly manner.
Would you say the word again?
Wallow.
I have it in a sentence.
Yes. Jane's plans for the evening are to wallow on the couch and eat candy.
Wallow. W-A-L-L-O. Wallow.
I'm sorry, it's W-A-L-L-O-W. Velocity.
Velocity. V-E-L-O-C-I-T-Y. Velocity.
That's right. Yielding.
Yielding. Y-I-E-L-D-I-N-G. Yielding.
Mimicry.
Mimicry. M-I-M-I-C-R-Y. Mimicry.
Naughtiness.
Naughtiness. N-A-U-G-H-T-I-N-E-S-S.
I'm sorry, it's naughtiness, K-N-O-T-T-I-N-E-S-S. Unachieved.
Unachieved. U-N-A-C-H-I-E-V-E-D. Unachieved.
That's right. Resolute.
Resolute. R-E-S-O-L-U-T-E. Resolute.
Nebulous.
Nebulous. N-E-B-U-L-O-U-S. Nebulous.
Ulcer.
May I have a definition, please?
Something that festers and corrupts like an open sore.
Ulcer. U-L-C-E-R. Ulcer.
Library.
Library. Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Yes, the middle school library is now called a mixed media center.
Library. L-I-B-R-A-R-Y.
Demise.
May I have a definition, please?
Death.
Demise. D-E-M-I-S-E. Demise.
Suddenness.
Suddenness. Definition, please.
The quality or state of happening unexpectedly or abruptly.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
The suddenness of the storm sent Meg scurrying to close the windows.
Suddenness. S-U-D-D-N. S-U-D-D-N-E-S-S.
I'm sorry. It's S-U-D-D-E-N. N-E-S-S. Cajole.
Cajole. Can I have a definition?
Persuade with deliberate flattery, especially in the face of reasonable objection. Cajole.
Cajole. C-A-J-O-L-E. Cajole.
Coarsely.
Definition.
In a manner yielding relatively large parts or particles. Coarsely.
Could you give me a sentence?
Sue chopped 2 onions coarsely for the salad.
Coarsely. COARSELY, coarsely.
That's right. Peculiar.
Peculiar. PECULAR. Peculiar.
I'm sorry. PECULIAR. Suffice.
Suffice. SUFFICE. Suffice.
Commute.
Commute. COMMUTE. Commute.
Correct. Scalpel.
Scalpel. Definition, please.
Yes. A small straight knife with a thin, keen blade used especially for dissecting. Scalpel.
SCALPLE.
I'm sorry, it's SCALPEL. Category.
Category. CATAGORY. Category.
Sorry. CATEGORY. Voyage.
Voyage.
Mhm.
VOYAGE.
That's right. Canoeist.
May I have a definition, please?
Mhm. One that paddles a type of long, narrow boat.
Would you repeat it again?
Canoeist.
Canoeist. CANOEIST.
That's right. Intricate.
Definition, please.
Having many complexly interrelating parts or elements. Complicated. Intricate is the word.
INTRICATE.
That's correct. Facial.
Facial. FACIAL. Facial.
That's correct. Nominee.
Nominee. NOMINEE. Nominee.
That's correct. Annuity.
Annuity. ANNUITY. Annuity.
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal. RECIPROCAL. Reciprocal.
That's right. Fraught.
Fraught. Definition, please.
Burdened or menaced with.
Fraught. FRAUGHT. Fraught.
That's correct. Deterrence.
Could you please give me a definition?
The act or process of inhibiting.
DETERRANCE.
The correct spelling is DETERRENCE. Sorry. Edifice.
Can you repeat the word?
Edifice.
Can I have a definition?
Yes. A building, especially a large or massive structure. Edifice.
Edifice. EDIFACE.
Sorry, it's EDIFICE. Presbyter.
Could I have a definition?
Yes. A clergyman ranking immediately below a bishop in the more liturgical churches. Presbyter.
Presbyter. PRESBITER.
I'm sorry, it's PRESBYTER. Nurturer.
Nurture. NURTURER.
That's right. Spherical.
Spherical. May I have a definition?
Yes, having the form of a globe or one of its segments.
May I have a sentence?
From their observations of the stars, The ancient Greeks concluded that the earth was spherical.
Spherical. S-P-H-E-R-I-C-A-L. Spherical.
That's correct. Auricular.
May I have a definition, please?
Yes, it means of, relating to, or using the ear or the sense of hearing.
A sentence, please.
Auricular hallucinations were an alarming side effect of Martha's medication.
Auricular. A-R-R-I-C-U-L-A-R.
I'm sorry, it's A-U-R-I-C-U-L-A-R. Commercialize.
Commercialize. Definition, please.
Engage in, conduct, or make use of for profit-seeking purposes.
Commercialize. C-O-M-M-E-R-C-I-A-L-I-Z-E. Commercialize.
That's correct. Unprincipled.
Unprincipled. U-N-P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E-D. Unprincipled.
Syringe.
Could I have a definition?
A device used to inject fluids into or withdraw them from the body or its cavities.
S-E-R-I-N-G-E.
I'm sorry, it's S-Y-R-I-N-G-E. Hypothetical.
Hypothetical. H-Y-P-O-T-H-E-T-I-C-A-L. Hypothetical.
Bittern.
Bittern. Definition, please.
Any of various small or medium-sized herons.
Bittern. B-I-T-E-R.
Bittern, B-I-T-T-E-R-N. Sorry. Precocious.
Precocious. May I have the definition, please?
Manifesting at an early age some of the mental or physical characteristics usually associated with maturity.
Precocious. P-R-E-C-O-C-I-O-U-S.
That's right. Crewel work.
Can I have a definition of that?
Embroidery, consisting of simple stitches worked with worsted yarn in floral and scroll patterns on plain material. Crewel work.
Cruel work. C-R-E-W-E-L-W-O-R-K.
That's right. Whistleable.
Excuse me?
Whistleable.
Definition, please.
Capable of being whistled.
Whistleable. W-H-I-S-T-L-A-B-L-E. Whistleable.
Sorry, it's W-H-I-S-T-L-E-A-B-L-E. Jocosity.
Jocosity. J-O-C-O-S-I-T-Y.
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. C-A-T-A-C-L-Y-S-M. Cataclysm.
Gingham.
Could you repeat the word?
Gingham.
Could I have a definition, please?
Yes. A fabric in plain weave made in solid colors, checks, plaids, and stripes. Gingham.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Betsy made curtains of blue gingham for her kitchen.
Gingham. G-I-N-G-U-M. Gingham.
Sorry, it's G-I-N-G-H-A-M. Moulage.
Moulage. Could I have a definition, please?
An impression or a cast made for use as evidence in a criminal investigation.
Moulage. M-O-U-L-A-G-E.
That's correct. Excuse me, we're going to interrupt the spelling bee for a weather report. Your word is prowess.
Prowess. May I have a definition?
Distinguished bravery or gallantry.
Prowess. Prowess. Prowess.
That's correct. Your word is botcher.
Botcher. Can I have a definition?
One that does bungling and makeshift work.
Botcher. B-O-T-C-H-E-R. Botcher.
That's correct. Snaggerel.
Definition.
An herb of the genus Aristolochia of the eastern United States. Snaggerel.
Snaggerel. S-N-A-G-R-E-L. Snaggerel.
That's right. Hedgingly.
Hedgingly. Definition, please.
In a manner that evades the risk of commitment. Hedgingly.
Hedgingly. H-E-D-G-I-N-G. Hedgingly.
Oh. You left off the L-Y. H-E-D-G-I-N-G-L-Y. Mesmerize.
Mesmerize. M-E-S-M-E-R-I-Z-E. Mesmerize.
That's correct. Convivially.
Can I have a definition?
In a festive or sociable spirit or manner.
Can I have a sentence?
The sentence, The hostess greeted everyone convivially as they arrived. Convivially.
Convivially.
Let me repeat it one more time. Convivially.
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 Convivially. C-O-N-V-I-V-A-L-Y.
One letter short. C-O-N-V-I-V-I-A-L-L-Y. Trochaic.
Can I have definition?
Yes. Of, relating to, or consisting of prosodic feet of two syllables, of which the first is long and the second short, or the first is stressed and the second unstressed. Trochaic.
A sentence.
Unintentionally, Edwin spoke in a trochaic rhythm.
Can you repeat it?
Trochaic. Let me hear
Trochaic.
you say it. Oh, excuse me.
Trochaic.
Okay.
T-R-O-C-H-A-I-C.
That's right. Maniacally.
Definition, please.
In a frantic or violent manner.
M-A-N-I-A-C-A-L-L-Y.
That's correct. Chasten.
Definition.
Subject to pain, suffering, deprivation, or misfortune in order to correct. Chasten.
Chasten. C-H-A-S-E-N.
It's C-H-A-S-T-E-N. Iterance.
Iterance. I-T-T-E-R-A-N-C-E. Iterance.
I'm sorry. I-T-E-R-A-N-C-E. Menagerie.
Menagerie. May I have a definition, please?
A collection of wild or foreign animals in cages or enclosures. Menagerie.
Menagerie. M-E-N-A-G-E-R-I-E. Menagerie.
That's correct. Ecstatic.
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 Could you put it in a sentence?
Maria was ecstatic when her boyfriend proposed to her.
Ecstatic. E-X-S-T-A-T-I-C. Ecstatic.
I'm sorry, it's E-C-S-T-A-T-I-C. Negotiable.
Negotiable. Negotiable. Negotiable.
Maladroit.
Could I have the meaning, please?
Marked by a lack of dexterity or skill. Maladroit.
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 Meladroit.
That's right. Oh,
I'm sorry. Could I have a replay then?
could we have a replay, please, for that word?
Maladroit.
Maladroit.
Meladroit.
That's right. The judges are correct. It's Maladroit. Thank you. Picturesque.
Picturesque. May I have a definition, please?
Pleasing and charming by reason of quaintness.
Picturesque. May I have a sentence?
In her travels through Italy, Anita was delighted by the many picturesque villages.
Picturesque. Picturesque. Picturesque.
That's correct. Evincible.
Evincible. Can I have the definition, please?
The definition is capable of being proved or demonstrated. Evincible.
Could you use it in the sentence?
Benjamin Franklin believed that the nature of lightning was evincible.
Evincible? Evincible. E-V-A-N-C-I-B-L-E. Evincible.
Sorry, it's E-V-I-N-C-I-B-L-E. Perusal.
Can I have the definition, please?
The action of examining or considering fairly attentively. Perusal.
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 P-E-R-U-S-A-L. Perusal.
That's correct. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. U-N-F-O-R-G-E-T-A-B-L-E. Unforgettable.
I'm sorry, it's U-N-F-O-R-G-E-T-T-A-B-L-E. Philately.
Philately. May I have the definition, please?
Yes. The collection and study of postage stamps.
Philately. F-I-L-A-T-I-L-Y.
I'm sorry, it's P-H-I-L-A-T-E-L-Y. Escrow.
Can I have a definition for that?
A deed, a bond, money, or a piece of property held in trust by a third party to be turned over to the grantee only upon the fulfillment of a condition. Escrow.
Escrow. E-S-C-R-O-E.
I'm sorry, E-S-C-R-O-W. Snouch.
Snouch. S-N-O-U-C-H. Snouch.
That's right. Indubitable.
Indubitable. I-N-D-U-B-I-T-A-B-L-E. Indubitable.
That's right. Binoculars.
Binoculars. Could you use that in a sentence, please?
Ralph planned to take his binoculars to the game because his seat was in the highest section of the stadium.
Binoculars. B-I-N-O-C-U-L-A-R-S. Binoculars.
Adsorbent.
Adsorbent. A-D-S-O-R-B-E-N-T. Adsorbent.
Lien holder.
Lien holder. Can I have a definition?
One having a valid mortgage.
Lien holder. L-E-I-N-H-O-L-D-E-R.
It's L-I-E-N-H-O-L-D-E-R. Sorry. Quadrangle.
Quadrangle. Quadrangle. QUADRANGLE. Quadrangle.
That's correct. Dolefully.
Dolefully. DOLEFULLY. Dolefully.
Doughiness.
Doughiness. DOUGHINESS. Doughiness.
Mercantilism.
Definition, please.
Devotion to commercial enterprise.
MERCANTILISM.
That's correct. Kerchief.
Kerchief. KERCHIEF. Kerchief.
That's correct. Balladist.
Balladist. Definition, please.
One who writes or sings narrative compositions in verse.
Balladist. BALLADIST. Balladist.
Attenuate.
Attenuate. May I have a definition, please?
To make thin or slender.
Attenuate.
Attenuate.
May I have a sentence?
It is possible to attenuate glass into the most delicate of fibers.
Attenuate. ATTENUATE. Attenuate.
Snazziness.
Snazziness. SNAZZINESS.
That's correct. Sachet.
Sachet. SASHAY. Sachet.
I'm sorry. SACHET. Chenille.
Chenille. CHANIEL. Chenille.
Sorry, it's CHENILLE. Raisiny.
Raisiny.
No, let me say it one more time. Raisiny.
Raisiny. Could I have a definition, please?
Containing or resembling sun-dried grapes.
Raisiny. RAISINY.
That's correct. Dramaturgy.
Can I have a definition, please?
The art or technique of writing plays.
Dramaturgy. DRAMATURGY. Dramaturgy.
Blighter.
Could you repeat that?
Blighter.
Blighter. BLIGHTER. Blighter.
That's correct. Imbecile.
Imbecile. IMBASSAL. Imbecile.
Sorry. It's IMBECILE. Antecedent.
Antecedent. ANTECEDENT. Antecedent.
That's correct. Your word is abstractive.
Definition, please.
The nature of or having the power of separating by the operation of the mind apart from any application to a particular object or instance. Abstractive.
ABSTRACTIVE. Abstractive.
That's correct. After this, we'll no longer distinguish between rounds. We'll just continuously spell. You ready? Okay. Your word is undulate.
Will you say it again, please?
Undulate.
May I have a sentence, please?
Terry stood on the shore and watched the ocean undulate in the moonlight.
Undulate. U-N-D-U-L-A-T-E. Undulate.
Precedent.
Precedent. Definition, please.
Prevailing custom established by long practice. Convention. Precedent.
Precedent. P-R-E-C-E-D-E-N-T. Precedent.
Phosgene.
Phosgene. May I have a definition, please?
A poison gas used during World War I.
May I have a sentence?
The police found 12 canisters of phosgene in an old warehouse.
Phosgene. P-H-O-S-G-E-N-E. Phosgene.
That's correct. Obliquity.
Obliquity. O-B-L-I-Q-U-I-T-Y. Obliquity.
That's correct. Intercede.
Intercede. Could you use that in a sentence, please?
Mothers often intercede for their errant children.
Intercede. I-N-T-E-R-C-E-D-E.
Febrility.
Can I have a definition, please?
Yes, it means feverish.
Febrility. F-E-B-R-I-L-I-T-Y.
That's correct. Hydrangea.
Hydrangea. H-Y-H-Y-D-R-A-N-G-A. Hydrangea.
I'm sorry, you left out one letter. H-Y-D-R-A-N-G-E-A. Your word is aquatic.
Will you use it in a sentence, please?
The oil spill caused the deaths of many aquatic animals and plants.
May I have a definition?
Living wholly or chiefly in or on water. Aquatic.
Aquatic. A-Q-U-A-T-I-C.
That's right. Condolence.
Definition, please.
Expression of sympathy with another in sorrow or grief.
C-O-N-D-O-L-E-N-C-E.
That's correct. Wintriness.
Wintriness. W-I-N-T-R-I-N-E-S-S. Wintriness.
Cabriolet.
Cabriolet. C-A-B-R-I-O-L-E-T. Cabriolet.
That's correct. Deuce.
Deuce. May I have a definition, please?
A playing card bearing the number 2 or 2 pips.
May I have a sentence?
The deuce was the only trump card left in Wyatt's hand.
Deuce. D-E-U-C-E. Deuce.
That's correct. Redoubtable.
Redoubtable. R-E-D-O-U-B-T-A-B-L-E. Redoubtable.
That's correct. Lineament.
Lineament. Could you use that in a sentence, please?
With one stroke of charcoal on paper, Nestor captured the lineament of his father's jaw.
Lineament. I-L-I-N-E-A-M-E-N-T.
Unfortunately, you're right, but you started with the wrong letter. I'm sorry. Your word is beguiling.
Can I have a definition, please?
Provoking pleased interest and diverting from concern or vexation.
Beguiling. B-E-G-U-I-L-I-N-G. Beguiling.
Psychiatry.
Psychiatry. P-S-Y-C-H-I-A-T-R-Y.
That's correct. Chiffon.
Definition, please.
A sheer, plain weave, very lightweight clothing fabric. Chiffon.
C-H-I-F-F-O-N. Chiffon.
Decennial.
Decennial. May I have a definition, please?
Occurring, appearing, or being made, done, or acted upon every 10 years.
Decennial. D-E-C-E-N-N-I-A-L. Decennial.
Zygosis.
Zygosis. Definition, please.
Formation of a cell from the union of two mature germ cells.
Zygosis. Z-Y-G-O-S-I-S. Zygosis.
Textuary.
Textuary. May I have a definition, please?
One who is well informed on the Bible or in biblical scholarship.
May I have a sentence?
Nick consulted a textuary at the college.
Textuary. T-E-X-T-U-A-R-Y. Textuary.
Correct. Licit.
Licit. L-I-C-I-T. Licit.
That's correct. Onslaught.
Can I have a definition, please?
An especially fierce attack.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The villagers were unable to stop the onslaught of the invading barbarians.
A-N-S-L-A-U-T. Onslaught.
I'm sorry. It's O-N-S-L-A-U-G-H-T.
Could you look that A-N-S-L-A-U-T up? Because
Judges, he has a request that you look up, what was the spelling again?
A-N-S-L-A-U-T.
A-N?
No, I'm sorry, no such word.
Speller? Supineness.
Have a definition?
The quality or state of manifesting mental or moral lethargy or indifference to one's duty or welfare of or others' needs. Supineness.
Supineness. S-U-P-I-N-E-S-S.
I'm sorry. S-U-P-I-N-E-N-E-S-S.
Okay.
Clinically. And be sure to say the word before you spell it, so I can be sure you've heard it.
Definition, please.
In an analytical or coolly dispassionate manner. Clinically.
Clinically. C-L-I-N-I-C-A-L-L-Y.
That's correct. Flim-flammer.
Flim-flammer. F-L-I-M-F-L-A-M-M-E-R. Flim-flammer.
Portraiture.
Portraiture. Definition, please.
The making of pictorial representations of a person.
Portraiture. P-O-R-T-R-A-I-T-U-R-E. Portraiture.
That's correct. Brochure.
Brochure. May I have a definition, please?
A pamphlet or booklet.
May I have a sentence?
Juanita designed a brochure for the Zoological Society.
Brochure. B-R-O-C-H-U-R-E. Brochure.
Evanesce. Evanesce. E-V-A-N-E-S-C-E. Evanesce.
That's correct. Foraminate.
Definition, please.
Perforated.
Foraminate. F-O-R-E-M-I-N-A-T-E.
I'm sorry, it's F-O-R-A-M-I-N-A-T-E. Judges, we're going to go now to word 401. Parinate.
Parinate. May I have a definition, please?
To live over from season to season, to persist. Parinate.
Parinate. P-E-R-E-N-N-A-T-E. Parinate.
That's correct. Blog.
Blog. Definition, please.
Talk pretentiously and usually inaccurately or boastfully. Blog.
Blog. B-L-A-G-U-E.
That's
Blog.
correct. Siderography.
Siderography. May I have a definition, please?
A process of multiplying facsimiles of an engraved steel plate.
May I have a sentence?
At the National Mint, plates for printing currency were made by siderography.
Could you please pronounce it again?
Siderography.
May I have a word origin?
Judges, may we have word origin, please?
ISV. I'm going to have to look up the abbreviation. Well, I'm having difficulty finding that list. International Scientific Vocabulary.
Could you repeat it?
Yes. Siderography.
Siderography. S-I-D-E-R-O-G-R-A-P-H-Y. Siderography.
That's correct. Anisette.
Innocent. Can I have the definition, please?
Yes. A sweet, usually colorless liqueur with a flavor like licorice.
Innocent. A-N-A-S-C-E-N-T. Innocent.
I'm sorry. It's A-N-I-S-E-T-T-E. Cryophorus.
Cryophorus. May I have a definition, please?
An instrument that illustrates the freezing of water by its own evaporation.
Cryophorus. C-R... May I start over, please?
Yes.
Cryophorus. C R IOPHOROUS.
I'm sorry, it's CRYOPHORUS. We're down to 2 spellers now, and as you will recall, the rules change. In order to win the bee, the speller must correct the mistake of his colleague, and then spell the next word correctly. And this can get very confusing for me, by the way, so I request everyone pay close attention and keep me on track here. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, good. Your word is frenetically.
Frenetically. FRENETICALLY. Frenetically.
That's correct. Madeline.
Madeline. May I have a definition, please?
A small, rich cake baked in a tin shaped like a shell.
May I have a sentence?
Mariko chose a Madeleine for her dessert.
Madeline. MADALINE. Madeline.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So you have the word Madeline.
Madeline. MADELEIN. Madeline.
I'm sorry, we go to a new word. Unicinous.
Unicinous. May I have a definition, please?
Sounded alike in pitch. Unicinous.
Unicinous. UNISONOUS. Unicinous.
That's correct. Volvaboon.
Volvaboon. Definition, please.
A small southern African tree or shrub with very poisonous foliage.
Volvaboon. VOLVABOON.
Volvaboon.
Volvaboon. May I have a sentence?
Lance is conducting experiments using volvaboon and other deadly plants.
Volvaboon. VOLVABOON. Volvaboon.
Next word. Paysanne.
Paysanne. PAYSANNE. Paysanne.
That's correct. Aristoi.
Aristoi. May I have a definition, please?
Citizens of high rank making up a governing body.
Aristoi. ARISTOI. Aristoi.
That's correct. Barbicel.
Barbicel. BARBICEL. Barbicel.
That's correct. Thanatophidia.
Phenatophidia.
Let me hear you say it again.
Phenatophidia.
No. Thanatophidia.
Phenatophidia. May I have a definition, please?
Venomous snakes.
May I have a sentence?
The exhibit of Thanatophidia was Ella's favorite part of the zoo.
Thanatophidia. Could you repeat it?
Thanatophidia.
Thanatophidia. THENETOPHYDIA. Thanatophidia.
I'm sorry. Thanatophidia.
Thanatophidia. THANATOPHYDIA.
I'm sorry. Next word. Therapeutant.
Therapeutant. May I have a definition, please?
A healing or curative agent or medicine.
Therapeutant. THERAPEUTANT. Therapeutant.
That's correct. Symminct.
Symminct. SYMINCT. Symminct.
Symminct.
Symminct. SYMMINCT. Symminct.
That's correct. Now the next word is bacchanalian.
Bacchanalian. May I have a definition, please?
Of, relating to, or suggesting a Roman festival of Bacchus, celebrated with dancing, song, and revelry.
Bacchanalian. May I have a sentence?
The frescoes depicted a bacchanalian scene.
Bacchanalian. B-A-C-C-H-A-N-A-L-I-A-N. Bacchanalian.
That's correct. You have a winner. So close. Congratulations. May I shake your hand? Wait. Let me shake your hand too. Congratulations. Great try.
Congratulations. I'm going to come down here and do a little interview here with us. It's Amy Pena, right?
Yes.
And Amy, where do you go to school?
St. Philip.
St. Philip the Apostle? Is that right?
Yes.
Catholic school in Dallas County?
Yes.
All right. Well, how do you feel?
Surprised.
You look like you're trembling.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
How about your parents? They were just a tad nervous doing this whole thing.
Yes.
They're spelling every word with you.
Yeah.
How many hours did you practice?
Well, I practice about an hour every day for math.
Is that right? How are we doing on time? Can we interview our runner-up as well? Now, I remember you from last year.
Yes, sir.
You're at Carthage Junior High? Where's that?
Yes, sir. Well, you know where Longview is?
I know where Longview is.
It's about, I don't know, about 50 miles south of that.
Okay. Well, Bill, you did a great job. Are you going to be here next year as well?
No, I'm in 8th grade.
We have a trophy to present to our first place winner, who will go on to represent the Dallas region at the National Spelling Bee Finals. This says the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee Grand Champion, and it goes to Amy Pena of Dallas County. Amy, congratulations. And Bill Anderson is our runner-up. How do you feel? You feel okay being a runner-up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? And that means that if she's sick, you're going to go spell? All right. Thanks for being with us today. We sure appreciate it. It's the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee Champion this year, Amy Pena. Bye-bye.
This has been the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee, brought to you live from the studios of WFAA TV Channel 8. Our sincere thanks to all students, teachers, and school administrators in the Dallas region for making this program possible. And a special thanks to our pronouncer and to the judges.